Hi everyone, my name is Subham Thakkar. I'm from Smart System Hub. I hope guys you are using our Manufacturing X Learn and Explore environment, as well as you are also visiting our this publicly available documentation. And I hope you watched our last video. This video was about how to use our Manufacturing X Learn and Explore environment, and also how to follow this management API walkthrough overview. And based on that, I hope you get an idea how provider can share his data to the consumer. In this today's video, I will explain you small part which name is business partner group policy. So basically, the business partner group policy is like just an assume in real world provider want to share his same data to multiple consumer. So in normal case, what we did provider have to create access policy in which he is using the BPN number of the consumer and say, I want to share my data with this particular consumer. But as I mentioned, like if provider want to share the same data with multiple consumer, so it's not a good approach to just create like a multiple access policy rather than use just like one group policy. And this is also suggested by Tractors X EDC document. Here they also mention how user can create a business partner group pass. So basically this is also like a business partner group access policy. But no worry, I will explain you in detail via our postman. I will follow some technical steps and I will explain you step by step. But I will also just recap ourselves like what we did like last time in our previous video. So basically we created this one asset ID name as like energy minus data minus V1, and at that time we used this base URL. So this is the URL where the provider data is stored, and based on that we created this asset. So for today's session we will create a new asset just like energy minus data minus v2, and we will use this base URL, and I will click on the send button. But sorry guys, I've already created this asset, so maybe I will get an error. Sorry, I forgot to update the endpoint. Now I updated the endpoint, and now I'm just click this send, and yes, as you can see the asset is already exists. Sorry for that, I just before starting this video, I just by mistakenly clicked on this ad, and that's why we already have this asset. And now we go to the usage policy part. So we created already this usage policy last time. It's also like minus v1, and we already created this access policy also. And here you can see in the access policy we defined this business partner number. It's like SE7. So this is particularly our consumer BPN number. So until here what we did last time, but now I'm going for today's session. So first of all I will edit my endpoint, and I will create a new usage policy here. So it will, yeah. Okay. So it's created, and now we have to create an access policy. But as I mentioned earlier, we will use like a group policy concept. So first of all, we have to create a group policy. So create a group policy. Provider have to use his provider endpoint, and it's end with business minus partner minus groups, and he have to use this kind of body. So particularly he have to provide all consumer BPN number here turn by turn. So first of all, I am using our previous BPN number which was like SE7. So this is my consumer BPN number, and here he can use any name for the group, like he can use any name here. So I'm just using like BPN minus group minus energy minus data, and then I'm click on the send button. So I'm just able to see like 204 no contents. It's like a success. We can also verify from this get endpoint. Basically in the endpoint it's same. Here we just have to provide the BPN number at the last, and I'm just clicking on the send. Yeah, but it's perfect. So we see the BPN number is here, and also our and the name is here. So now I'm adding the one more BPN number, which I'm also considering as this is my second consumer, and I am just clicking on the send. Yeah, so I'm again getting the 204. Now I'm just checking for this BPN here. Yeah, perfect. So this is also available here. So until here we created a one BPN group which have right now like a two BPN numbers. So basically two consumers, but maybe if you have like 5, 10, then you just have to add this BPN number in this group. But for this example, I am just using like a two consumer, and after that we have to create a one you say access policy, but this access policy it's like group policy. So the logic is same. You have to use any unique ID here, which can be used as your access policy. And in past, we used like a business partner number here, but it's now we have to use like a business partner group. And here in the right operand, we have to use our business our group name here. And then I'm just clicking on the send. So my access policy is created, and now I'm going to the contract definition. So this is the contract definition which we created last time, like energy data V1, which this is the name of our contract definition, which used our previous usage policy, previous access policy, and previous asset ID. So the logic is same. We just have to, I have to just update my API endpoint, and we can use any unique ID here. So I'm using our created usage policy here, our created this BPN group access policy here, and this is our asset ID. And then I'm just clicking on this send. So our contract definition is created. So now I'm going to the consumer side. So first of all, from the consumer side, we have to call a catalog request. So this is our SSH consumer is our like a consumer, and this is SSH minus provider minus DSP. It's our DSP URL from our provider side, and this is the our provider VPN number. And then I'm just clicking on the send. I think it will take just like a few seconds or like maybe 1 minute because it's taking some time for it. And yeah, so now maybe I can search here energy minus data minus V2, because basically we created a asset with energy minus data minus B2. And so yes guys, so here you can see we made a catalog request, and here we can see like a business partner group, and also our group name is here. So we made a success here. And now I'm going to the EDRS step. It's like a next step from the consumer side. So still I'm using the same consumer, and we have to provide our provider DSP URL here. This is our provider BPN number. And the most interesting part is here. So in past, we were using like a business partner number, and with also business partner like a BPN number here. But now as we are using the our BPN group here, so mostly we just have to provide business partner group here. Just a moment. I'm just copying and paste some stuff here. So I'm not like making any spelling mistake here. So I'm just taking our group name from the catalog response and just pasting here. So that's the most important point. Like instead of business partner number, we have to use like a business partner group, and instead of BPN number, we have to choose our group name here. And now I'm just copying our offer which we got here. So just a moment, I'm just copying the offer ID, and now I'm just pasting the offer ID here. Perfect. So now everything is done. Also the asset ID is here, and now I'm just clicking on the send button. So basically our EDR is done, and now I'm just going for the EDRS request. So still I'm using the same consumer. This is our asset ID which we created, and now I'm just clicking on the send button. Yeah, and perfect. So here we got the response like a transfer process ID and everything. And I hope guys you remember like the ADRS request means like it taking the contract negotiation and contract agreement parts both together. So it's done, and I know these steps you know very well. Like after that we have to use same consumer, we have to provide our transfer process ID here, and based on that we can get like a our provider endpoint as well as our authorization token, and at the last we have to just use the provider endpoint here, and in the header we have to provide this authorization key here. So this we already know, but now I will also show you one interesting other part. So you see like I use this SSH minus consumer as my consumer connector, but now I am using the another consumer connector. And just a moment, yeah. Perfect. So this is our another consumer. So you remember we also added the second BPN number while creating our this group. So this is the our second consumer. Perfect. So now I'm just making the ADRS one more time. So this time we don't have to change anything in the body because we are using the business partner group, the our name of BPN group, and also the offer ID is also remaining the same. So we don't have to change anything in the body. I'm just copying my consumer connector name, and I'm now going to here. So I'm also updating this one because I already show you regarding this SSH consumer, but now I'm using the SSH minus internal minus test minus entity minus 3, which is my second consumer, and now I am again clicking on the send because still we are using the same asset ID. And perfect, now in the response we got like same behavior. It's just like change the transfer process ID. Yes, guys. So you see here we also made a success contract negotiation as well as a contract agreement. And after that, you just have to follow these steps here. So I hope you get an idea of this BPN group logic here. So you will also able to see this video here, and here I already provided this some kind of template. So you can also follow these documents where I mention everything step by step, like how to create this BPN group, how to create a access policy and everything, and after that how to create a contract definition and everything. Yeah, guys. So I hope you get idea of PPN group policy here. And please watch this video and please try by yourself. And if you face any problem or if you need any help, then please let us know. Thank you so much, guys. See you later. Bye bye.